Good morning, Cancer, and welcome to my channel. This is the Oracle of Zoraya Utranaya, and today I'll be doing a reading for you for the week of June the 30th to the July the 6th, 2024. I've already cut your decks and I've shuffled them all 8 times each, utilizing the numerology of the date June the 30th, 2024. So let's dive right in. All right, Nine of Pentacles. I love this card. Nine of Pentacles is pre-Empress energy. So you are very focused on building yourself, your independence, your self-reliance, becoming self-sufficient. So definitely increasing your finances. Finances are moving up, and you are uh, so, okay, I'm getting a lot of information here. This card can sometimes indicate, a lot of people can interpret it to be a card of being single, but I don't really focus on it that much. I focus on it of being not having to relying on others, okay? So this is something that we want to be tapping into right now, especially with the current changes in the financial system that are coming, all of the authoritarian governments wanting to control more of you, wanting to control your money. We saw in Canada during the trucker protest, people getting their banks accounts frozen, right? And their supply chain issues might be coming in. So definitely wanting to maximize your ability to take care of yourself. So what does this look like? Okay, you can grow your own food. On the normal Rider-Waite deck, there is a lady that she is in a villa and she is growing grapes for wine. Okay, now she has a cornucopia here of different fruits, so this is similar. She grows grapes for wine, and this specific grape that she's growing needs specific conditions, like specific soil nutrients, specific temperature, climate, and the skill of the person that is growing it needs to know what they're doing. So she's honing her skill. She's focusing on developing her skill. We have a bird here that she's focusing on, and on a normal Rider-Waite deck, there is the lady with a falcon on her hand, and the falcon has its blinders on. So she's training her focus to what is important, how she can become more independent, how she can become more self-reliant and not have to rely on another person. Now, this is not gender specific. This can be for men and women. Okay, so it's about becoming not having to rely on another person, not having to rely, now if you're in a family as well, not having to rely on a job or like a boss, an external boss. Like I got laid off twice in the last 2 years after working somewhere for 6 months, and I never want to do that again. I'm becoming my own entrepreneur. I'm becoming my own boss. Okay, because I don't want to put my life in other people's hands ever again, that if they screw up their business, they fire me, or they fire me, they lay me off. Okay, and I don't want to do that after it happening twice to me anymore. Okay, I'm in charge of my own self and I'm responsible for my own self. Okay, so or like relying on the government, okay, to help you out. So because that's what they want, right? So you want to see how you can maximize your self-sufficiency. Being pre-Empress energy, the Empress is all about being fertile, okay? So you can be fertile physically, obviously, but being fertile with ideas, being able to birth things into existence, and being able to produce things and having a lush environment and living a life of luxury. That's Venus, right? Money, crops, like food, farming, agriculture, abundance, okay, love. So you want to tap into all of this and lead from a place of love, but being able to make sure that your horn is full all the time, okay? Now she has, on the normal Rider-Waite deck, there is 6 pentacles on one side and 3 on the other side of her. And so the 6 indicate that this is what she always keeps for herself. And she, on the other side, she always is willing and able to give 3 to any philanthropic endeavor or people dear to her life that she feels might need their help, might need her help, but she doesn't need to give these away. She always keeps 6 as well herself, and she's not being selfish. She's not, you're never expected to give more than half of your stuff away, and you don't even need to give anybody anything, okay? You are focusing on yourself. This is, if everybody started focusing on this, on how they can become more self-reliant, self-sufficient, even about your own safety as well, you know, the world would be a better place. Okay, we are responsible for our own lives. Okay. Okay, so more Pentacles cards. We have the Six of Pentacles here. Now, this can indicate a blessing coming in from the universe. Now, you see on the normal Rider-Waite deck, there's a merchant, okay, who is standing, and there are two beggars. So we have a merchant, that can be like the merchant right here. And these are the two beggars from the normal Rider-Waite deck. And he has some scales, and the scales are right here in the teapot. This is so beautiful. I love this card. And so he is determining who is worthy of his assistance. And that was kind of like what I was getting at here, right? When I said she has six pentacles that she always keeps for herself to ensure that she's always well taken care of. And she's willing and able to get the three, depending on if she feels that people are worthy, or if a certain philanthropic endeavors are worthy of her assistance or not. But she doesn't have to give anything to anybody, okay? And here we have the same kind of concept. So this is going to be resonating with differently for everybody. So some of you are going to be on the receiving end of this blessing from the universe. So the universe is seeing the hard work that you're putting in to perhaps making sure that you are self-sufficient. You are focusing your skill. You're developing your skill. You're wanting to reach your full potential. We all should strive to reach our full potential, and it will make us stronger. We don't want to rely on other people to do things for us. We become so complacent as a society and focused on convenience that we've lost a lot of skills on how to take care of ourselves. We can't even sew a rip in our clothes. We've been taught and conditioned to be consumers, that we need to buy everything because we need to work for other people, and working for 40, 50 hours a week. We don't have time to cook for ourselves. Now we do our grocery shopping online, and it comes delivered to our door. We don't even know how to go shopping anymore. We get fast food delivered to us. Amazon, we don't even go out of our house to do anything anymore. Do you understand? This is it's not in our best interest to have such a convenience, because it takes away from our skill level of how we can take care of ourselves. Okay. So the more that you're focused on developing your skills, that you can tap into like what you're capable of, the universe. So some of you are going to be on the receiving end of this blessing. So the universe is whenever I see the scales in the tarot, it always reminds me of the goddess, the Egyptian goddess and concept named Ma'at. Her, and along with Thoth, after you die, they weigh your heart against a feather. And the feather, if your heart is lighter than a feather, it indicates that you have lived a life of pure intention. And then the blessings will go to you, and you get to go and be reincarnated or move on to another level or another aspect of the afterlife. Okay. Whereas if your heart is heavier than a feather, you lived a life of malintent, and you get annihilated and eaten by this monster. Okay. So living life with pure intention and focusing on, don't focus on what other people are doing. Don't focus on even like what's happening. Obviously focus on what's happening in the world, but don't be hyper focused. You know what's happening, but we need to start focusing on our immediate environment, our skills, and our own community and our own family, and what we can do to maximize our efficiency in leading our own life and being as independent as we can. Okay? Because not everyone is doing the same work, and some people are too reliant on other people giving them things. This is the people that think that it's everyone else's fault for their problems. And they don't take responsibility for their own life. Sorry. Okay. So Take that as how it resonates. And then we have the Knight of Wands. You're being called to build something here. The Knight of Wands is the builder of the tarot. He's very action oriented. He's the doer, and he gets things done. He's really even good at starting things. Okay, so you're training your focus. You are focusing on independence. You are birthing things into existence. You have ideas. You're fertile with ideas, like Empress, right? And then you are putting things into action. And the more that you do this, the more that you do this, the more that you do this from a place of pure intention, wanting to do what's best for you and your family and for your local community, then the blessings are going to be pouring in for you. Okay. Blessings are going to be pouring in for you. You have lots of impetuous energy this week to get things done. You're leading from a passionate place. It's very nice to see. I think you're coming out of your comfort zone a little bit too, Cancer. Okay, so we have Eight of Spears too. A lot of forward moving momentum and energy here. Even some communications perhaps on people in the community seeing what you're doing and lauding you for all of the work that you are doing, and maybe noticing you building up your own reputation of self-development. Okay. The blessings here can also be coming in really quickly, and you can be even seeing movement if you're trying to build something like in the community or even building something on your own property. So it's going to be different for everyone here because this is a general reading, right? So it's going to be manifesting itself a little bit differently here. So yeah, you could be building actually something quite significant on your own property or in the community, like a business or like groups and like community oriented groups maybe that are focusing on building skills and independence. It could be, but whatever it is, you're getting some forward moving momentum, and maybe this is going to be increasing your money as well this week. You're going to be getting some forward moving energy, and things are coming in swiftly. This can be swift moving changes, and the eights are a number that indicate built like foundational, like you're building a solid foundation. Okay, and that's good to see when we're talking about independence and self-reliance, right? This is also a card that indicates wanting, like if you're putting your intentions out there. I believe we have a new moon this week too in Cancer. So in your own sign, that's awesome. So maybe you want to do some like manifestation and intentional rituals. You want to aim your focus at your intention, be really specific, be really precise, like you're shooting an arrow. And you want to like hit the bullseye like exactly. So, but that you want to be specific with your end goal and be flexible with how the universe can provide you with this blessing. Okay, so if you want to be a millionaire, I always use this example, don't just say I want to win the lottery, because that's limiting how the universe can provide for you. And I had a comment too when I said be specific, and be flexible, right? Someone had mentioned, well, you can also get rich by someone in your family dying. And then I responded that when I do these rituals and my manifestations, I am specific enough, believe it or not, to include caveats that say I don't want money to come in from anybody in my family or close to me dying or getting sick. I add that in there. Okay, so that's how specific you have to be. Okay, because yes, that is a way that you can get money. I don't want money that way. All right. And that's also leading with pure intention too, right? So you want to aim direct and precise to where you want to end up, your end goal, but be flexible in how the universe can provide you with the blessings. Okay. Then we have the Five of Swords. So Five of Swords can be losses and gains of some sort, and you can be on the either receiving end or be the the person that takes from someone else. And so what I'm getting here is that the blessings can come in disguise. So some things don't work out for you and like you are on the losing end of something. Maybe it was a job. Maybe that's a blessing in disguise because you're made for bigger and better things. And especially the universe doesn't want people to be working for other people right now. We're getting into like this whole like new movement of like getting out of this debt slavery, this wage slavery for other people. Like life is not all about working 50 hours a week and then dying. Okay, it's not what life is about. We're not here for that. So like that is not to say you can't work for anybody, but what I'm saying here is if like something doesn't work out for you the way that you want, that's what I'm talking about, being flexible in how you get to your end goal. Like don't be hyper focused and be too rigid on I have to be a teacher for the rest of my life, or I have to be a lawyer in order to be making money, or I have to do XYZ. No, the universe and your higher self is probably guiding you right now to step into your true authenticity and even to be more creative and you can become abundant and independent that way. So think outside the box and see that if doors are closing in one aspect of your life, it's actually a blessing and something greater is on the other side. So things are happening for you. Things are not happening to you, okay? And then with the Knight of Wands, yes, there we go. We started off our first card with the pre-Empress energy, the Nine of Pentacles. And then we ended off with the Empress. So you definitely getting blessed this week, especially if you're building something, starting something new, you're building your own empire here, and you are birthing things into existence. You're bringing ideas down into reality, especially with the Knight of Wands here. This is like a portal week for you, and like you're ending off here with like in your true power. Okay, you went from pre-Empress energy to the Empress. So pre-Empress on this side, through the fire portal into the Empress energy. Okay, you're leaping right into it. And this is about Venus, right? Maybe you're glowing up. You're really attractive right now. That you're in your own element right now, Cancer. Are you not? Because this is the sun's in your sign right now, and this new moon coming up is in your sign too. So you're really stepping into your true self. You're feeling your own power here, and you're being asked to utilize it in order to build your self-reliance and independence. Okay. All right. It's like very Venusian stuff. Like you're very attractive. You're able to attract abundance into you very easily. All right. We are ending off with an animal oracle card, and it's the Moose. Wisdom. Let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know very much. Accomplishments, opportunities, self-esteem, worthiness, greatness, majesty, wisdom from the elders, instinct, honor, longevity, steadfastness, fearless. The moose is a powerful totem. It is a unique energy with many contradictions. Awkward yet graceful and plain but beautiful, moose are masters of wisdom and perception. In spite of their large size, they are swift, confident, and fearless. Moose people always have a strong presence. Their totem stands 7 feet tall with a crown of antlers almost as wide. Their antlers are said to act as antenna to their secrets and teachings from the wise ones. If moose is your totem, you are a mystic and sit in the council of the ancestors. You are smart and outstanding in your field. You are intuitive, and from an early age, you have experienced connections to spirit that have eluded others. You are a strong survivor. Moose live a long life. Your lofty heights are not for the many, but for the few. With moose as the totem, you are sure to travel the long, winding path to your destiny, wisdom, and mastery. Some things to keep in mind are, have you wandered into negative territory? Head for higher ground. Have you ignored your intuition and been led down the wrong path? So that's what I'm saying here with the Five of Swords. Don't worry if things don't work out for you, because the right path is on its way. Don't worry. You are a strong individual that can handle anything. And when in a struggle, take the higher ground. Leave with that pure intention, right? All right, if this reading resonated for you, Cancer, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. That is something that you'd like to do. You could also hit that bell notification to let you know when I release new videos. And if you want a more holistic approach as to what is going on with your week, not only check out your sun sign, but also your moon, your rising, and your Venus. I am truly grateful for all of the energy you brought me here today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.